I noticed we're missing a few rad filters. I'm done. Should I do this now?
I heard something broke in the dormitory and you're not feeling well?
Yeah, man. There are simpler ways to kill a man quietly, you know.
What do you mean?
The AC started spitting smoke. You could have fixed it earlier.
Oh, what a piece of junk. Ally Corp sure skimped on the equipment.
What did you expect? Of course they skimped on everything they could.
I can see that you're angry.
Just leave me alone.
Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this?
I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right?
You can't always suppress your emotions. That's dangerous.
Don't patronize me. I know what I'm doing. I'm thinking of all that decent food I'll never eat again.
Stop being so dramatic. Mush is acceptable.
Come on. It's disgusting and you know it.
Yes, it is. And I would enjoy eating something tastier, but there are more important things.
What a week, huh?
checking our food supply.
What if we don't make it in time to escape the sun?
Then we'll die.
That would be a really shitty way to go.
That's why we should stop wasting time on catastrophic visions and focus on getting out of here.
What a week, huh? stuff you need.
Hello, Dulski here.
Jan, tell me you did it. Tell me you have the Ark.
I did it.
Well done. Now, all we need to do is bring it home safely. Are you making progress with that obstacle of yours?
I'm still looking for a way out.
Oh, I don't want to cause panic, but you better hurry.
And how's my rescue team progressing?
They'll be on time, Jan. Just make... Make sure you are. Do what it takes to make your way to the other side of the planet. And leave the rest to me.
Would have gone way faster if I didn't have to build that damn Ark for you.
Do you really think it's just a whim for me?
I don't know. But I don't want to die for a dream. I told you. No hero.
You seem to value your life a lot, Jan. Have you thought about how much it's really worth?
Well,
Imagine coming back without Rapidium and having to face the thought, what if I hadn't given up? Would you live with yourself while the world would deteriorate before your eyes? All because you put your sorry ass first.
all right. Point taken. I'm gonna need your help.
What can I do for you?
I need blueprints for superconductive bridge anchors from Project Versant.
Versant? But how do you know about that?
My scientist Alter told me.
A scientist? Really? And one familiar with aborted scientific programs unknown to the public?
Aborted? Are you sure?
Yes. Project Versant was terminated years ago due to lack of satisfactory results.
But my scientist said they developed some tech.
My word. Are you saying that he thinks it still exists? And that's fascinating. Your scientist must have been part of it somehow. And in his reality, the program was a success. That's amazing, Jan. You do understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. He did mention an undergraduate student of his who went to work for the program.
The proverbial flap of the butterfly's wings. It must feel incredible to realize such a universe-bending potential in your life path.
All I'm hearing is that you don't have my blueprints.
No, I'm sorry. They simply don't exist. But there is still something we can do.
What's that?
I have an idea. It's a long shot, but it might be all we have. Project Versen did leave behind unfinished drafts. Crisscrossed formulae, discarded calculations, the usual scribbles of a scientific stream of consciousness at work. For what it's worth, I'll ask Lucas to send it over to your terminal. Maybe that resourceful altar of yours can put it to good use.
Oh, okay. It's better than nothing, I guess.
I have to say, Jan, I'm beginning to see more and more potential in this situation of yours. I hope we speak soon. Good luck, as always.
So, I have news about the Anchor blueprints you asked for? I certainly hope so, because I just saw something come in from mining ops, and it looks like a bad joke. Did you precisely ask for bridge anchor blueprints? Sorry to break this to you, but the program you mentioned doesn't exist. This is all they came up with before they were terminated. Terminated? But why? Lack of results. Looks like they didn't get anywhere without that student of yours. Results, huh? You mean an outcome that only exists in my fake memories? Huh. No wonder what I got looks more like the musings of a madman than serious work. There's no way I can make anything out of it. We just don't have the time. Look, I know it's not perfect, but I believe in you. Just think, they came up with this thing only because you existed. It's gotta mean something. Well, if you put it that way, I can try. Hey, what happened in the research lab? What happened? What happened? My whole research is gone because of a preposterous hardware malfunction. Bummer. Can you, replicate it, maybe? Of course I can. Problem is, it takes time, and I don't think we can afford to lose so much of it.
Jan, would you mind checking our food supply? Got a minute? We need to talk.
You again. Lucas, what's up now? Kinda busy here.
I know. It's that I've only just learned the big news. You managed to build one. A Rapidium Arc. Man, congrats. That's really heavy stuff.
Hey, man. We're running out of storage space. What's up?
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which could only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wow, you're right. It's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? You have to get our research lab running at once. We need to make some improvements fast if we want to succeed. Then I guess the sooner I start, the better. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home.
Cheers. I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. The what? Interval. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane. Whatever it is, doesn't sound like something I'd want to walk into again. Yes, it's fascinating, but it can be dangerous. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, no more moping. I'm ready to get back to work.
Happy to hear that. Now, let's make sure we survive, okay?
Damn right.
This time of day? What is going on? Damn it. We don't have enough radiation filters.
Dangerously low on repair kits. Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. Hey, you wanted to discuss something?
Yeah. I want to know when you started being such a pushover.
What? You heard me. I'm not blind. I can see the workload pile up. And you, eager to take new orders. I'm only doing what I want to do. Just because it's in line with directions from Earth doesn't mean I'm a pushover.
Oh, so you're telling me that delaying our escape to build a Rapidium Arc was your idea?
Or maybe you're telling that to yourself.
So let me get this straight. You'd rather we didn't secure the Rapidium?
Not if it weakens our chances. Our survival depends on Maxwell. He's in charge whether we like it or not.
Yeah, so was Dad. The man of the house. I thought you regretted not standing up to him. Looks like you didn't learn much.
That's a little below the belt. You're right. Sorry, this place is getting to me. All I'm saying is, we should do something just for ourselves. Something not work-related, not productive in any way. Like what? Well, there's a social room module available in this base. We could start with that. I bet it has a beer pong table. Yeah, see? A smile on your face. Let's build a place where we can chill out and play beer pong, and then, after I've beaten you, we can talk more serious stuff. What do you say? Okay. It's on. You wanted to talk?
Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh?
Tell me about it.
Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope. Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us.
Any ideas?
Actually, yes.
Tell me.
Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right?
Right?
That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff.
That would be nice.
Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce. Let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that.
Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement.
Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally. Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That's slow enough for you? You mean idle conversations like the one we're having now? Like the one you're trying to turn this into? I'm not falling for it. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone. Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here and now. I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rapidium back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see. So, did you find a solution to our problem? Yes, it's super simple. We'll build a bridge. Oh, just like that? Well, it can't be a regular bridge, of course. We don't have the time nor the manpower to accomplish that. However, there is a certain technology that came to my mind, superconductive bridge anchors. They could allow us to quickly span a light but durable construction across our obstacle. That doesn't sound super simple to me. Don't you worry your pretty head about it. Remember, you have me on board. There is one small thing, though. Oh, here we go. Cut out the sarcasm. It's not my fault this excursion was prepared by a dilettante. Blueprints for the anchors should be standard equipage for every mission since Project Versant went live. But not on this one. They should fire the logistician, if there ever was one. Versant? Versatile Synthetics program. One of my undergraduate students went to work for them. Had some impressive achievements, including designing bridge anchors for heavy exploration equipment. You'd think it would be obvious, but no. Stop moaning, will you? Just tell me what to do. You're right. Let's act. You are in touch with mining operations, right? Yeah, I am. Why? Next time you talk to someone from mining ops, tell them to send over the anchor blueprints from Versant. Once we have them, things will go back to super simple. You'll see. All right, will do.
Man, I'm telling you, we need it.
And I'm telling you, this is the least important of our priorities. Right. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Marie? Marie Skłodowska? Where the hell did you find that old thing? Oh, I use it as an anti-stress ball, so it's always lying around. Anti-stress ball? This duck was the first audience for so many papers I wrote. Time for Marie to get back to her proper job. Not getting any connection from mining ops. Any idea how I can ask them for those blueprints? Didn't they push you to mine rupidium? Report getting the job done, and someone will turn up. Trust me, I know how this company works. Okay, thanks. Hello, Dulski here.
Jan, tell me you did it. Tell me you have the Ark.
I did it.
Well done. Now, all we need to do is bring it home safely. Are you making progress with that obstacle of yours?
I'm still looking for a way out.
Oh, I don't want to cause panic. You better hurry.
And how's my rescue team progressing?
They'll be on time, Jan. Just make sure you are. Do what it takes to make your way to the other side of the planet. And leave the rest to me.
Would have gone way faster if I didn't have to build that damn Ark for you.
Do you really think it's just a whim for me?
I wouldn't call it a whim, but it can obviously be a career booster for you.
Career? Apparently you don't know very much about me, or my career. Why don't you relate to yourself a little more?
Well,
Imagine coming back without rupidium and having to face the thought, what if I hadn't given up? Would you live with yourself while the world would deteriorate before your eyes? All because you put your sorry ass first.
all right. Point taken. Would have gone way faster if I didn't have to build that damn Ark.
Do you?
I don't know. But I don't want to die for a dream. I told you. No hero.
You seem to value your life a lot, Jan. Have you thought about how much it's really worth?
Well,
Imagine coming back without rupidium and having to face the thought, what if I hadn't given up? Would you live with yourself while the world would deteriorate before your eyes? All because you put your sorry ass first.
all right. Point taken. I'm gonna need your help.
What can I do for you?
I need blueprints for superconductive bridge anchors from Project Versant.
Versant? But how do you know about that?
My scientist Alter told me.
A scientist? Really? And one familiar with aborted scientific programs unknown to the public?
Aborted? Are you sure?
Yes. Project Versant was terminated years ago due to lack of satisfactory results.
But my scientist said they developed some tech.
My word. Are you saying that he thinks it still exists? That's fascinating. Your scientist must have been part of it somehow. And in his reality, the program was a success. That's amazing, Jan. You do understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. He did mention an undergraduate student of his who went to work for the program.
The proverbial flap of the butterfly's wings. It must feel incredible to realize such a universe-bending potential in your life path.
This is more fucked up than I thought.
Poetry.
What?
A good poem should resist comprehension, almost successfully. Your situation reminded me of that phrase. It is confusing, or fucked up, as you put it, but it fuels the imagination and opens the mind, just like poetry.
Is that supposed to help me?
I have an idea. It's a long shot, but it might be all we have. Project Versant did leave behind unfinished drafts. Crisscrossed formulae, discarded calculations, the usual scribbles of a scientific stream of consciousness at work. For what it's worth, I'll ask Lucas to send it over to your terminal. Maybe that resourceful Alter of yours can put it to good use.
Oh, okay. It's better than nothing, I guess.
I have to say, Jan, I'm beginning to see more and more potential in this situation of yours. I hope we speak soon. Good luck, as always.
So, I have news about the Anchor blueprints you asked for? I certainly hope so, because I just saw something come in from mining ops, and it looks like a bad joke. Did you precisely ask for Bridge Anchor blueprints? Sorry to break this to you, but the program you mentioned doesn't exist. This is all they came up with before they were terminated. Terminated? But why? Lack of results. Looks like they didn't get anywhere without that student of yours. Results, huh? You mean an outcome that only exists in my fake memories? Huh. No wonder what I got looks more like the musings of a madman than serious work. There's no way I can make anything out of it. We just don't have the time. Look, I know it's not perfect, but I believe in you. Just think, they came up with this thing only because you existed. It's gotta mean something. Well, if you put it that way, I can try. Lucas, what's up now? Kind of busy here.
I know. It's that I've only just learned the big news. You managed to build one. A Rapidium Arc. Man, congrats. That's really heavy stuff.
Thanks for appreciating. I just need to get it back to Earth now.
Oh, yeah. And how are you doing down there?
We already established that, didn't we? It's a total mess.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not that bad. Maxwell told me you got a scientist on board. And you're building a bridge. That's big progress, man. You're doing great.
Why do I get the feeling you want something from me?
Well, it's not that I want something.
So?
I just thought, well, it really can make a difference if you bring back one arc, or, well, more. Since you already have the outpost in place, you know? All the infrastructure.
And what difference will it make if I bring more, say 2 Rapidium Arcs instead of 1, or even, I don't know, 5? There still won't be enough for everyone.
But there will be more for everyone. Independent startups, NGOs, research labs. There's this subsidy program that warrants a share for them in case of success. And even if it's only a small share for a small number of them, it's gonna mean one thing. Diversification, Mr. Dalsky. That always serves people.
What's in it for you and your boss?
Oh, no, it's not like that. This is my initiative. I just think that... Look, we both work for a corporation, and it's only fair we're delivering the Rapidium to them. But it doesn't mean we can only feed the big fish, you know? We're all connected, in a way. Like, if there's pain in the little finger, the whole body feels it. That's just my personal opinion.
Let me guess. Your grandma used to say that?
No, actually, I read that somewhere.
Okay. No promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Mr. Dalsky. It really means a lot to me. And to so many others, I'm sure.
No problem. By the way, can you quit with that Mr. Dalsky crap? My name is Jan.
Oh. Okay, Jan. Yeah, cool. I'm Lucas, in case you wanna... you know.
I caught that, Lucas. No worries.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, good luck with the Rapidium, Jan. I'm L7 out. For now.
I'm thinking of all that decent food I'll never eat again.
Stop being so dramatic. Mush is acceptable.
Come on. It's disgusting and you know it.
Yes, it is. And I would enjoy eating something tastier, but there are more important things.
What a week, huh?
There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Hey man, I think we're running out of food.
You managed to recreate the blueprints? Believe it or not, I did. I knew you would. I can't say that didn't motivate me. I don't often thank people, but thanks for believing in me. Anyway, now it's all down to getting those anchors in place. You'll need a specific type of superconductive polymer to build them. work. Great. I choose to be deaf to your sarcasm. So, where do I get these polymers from? They can be produced in a refinery. Good thing you already built one. You can set up production at once. Let me warn you, it's a time-consuming process, so you'd better step on it. But I believe in you. Huh. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. You wanted to talk? Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. I'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes. Great. I feel safer already. But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right? No, tell me. Radiation levels rise significantly. It can be very hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile. What do you mean? I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. Two types of deposits, to be precise. Organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem. Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery. Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there. Lucas, what is it now?
Hey, Jan. Sorry to bother you again, but there's this thing you need to take care of ASAP.
Other than rubidium?
Yes. Your wife, ex-wife.
Lena? What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, someone from the board informed her about your status, and it's gotten a little nervy. You know she can't find out about the altars, right?
I know that. I'm not stupid.
Good. Great. Still, the thing is, she's asking around, trying to find out things herself, so... Can you just please tell her not to? You know, next time she calls.
Tell her to... Yeah, that's a good one. Telling Lena to back away will just work her up, especially if it's coming from my mouth.
Oh. Well, then maybe just, I don't know, reassure her? Like, say everything is fine and you need focus time, stuff like that?
I don't know, Lucas. I wish I could talk to her, but I just don't feel convincing enough. Whenever I open my mouth, I seem to be saying something other than I intended.
Oh, that sucks. Still, we definitely need to solve this problem. Hey, how about this? Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but what if maybe there's an alter of yours out there who would know how to talk to her?
What? You mean...
Yeah, someone, you, who she'd listen to.
Huh. Interesting.
Just give it a shot, Jan. We really can't let anyone find out. It's for your own good.
You guys seem to be worrying about my good a lot.
I hope you don't doubt that, Jan. I gotta go offline now. Best of luck. L7 out.
Today,
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
All done. Should I take care of this now?
be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage. Might be worth checking out. Huh. Looks like some kind of device. Maybe there's a way I could use it. Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff. Hey, so, how am I doing? According to your high standards? You want me to tell you? When you're successful, you know it. You don't have to run around asking people. Is success really all that matters to you? What else is there? Love, friendship, bonding with fellow human beings. That's so naive. We are born alone and die alone. Lovers and friends are just a way to forget about that. Tell me, did you never even try to do something significant in your life? I remember being very motivated in the first years of my studies, motivated and competitive. Yeah? So, when did you stop pushing? I didn't want my life to be just about work. So when I got a good business offer, I thought it would be a smart way to have the cake and eat it. The beginning of a downfall. Why did you stay at the university? Because of a scholarship I didn't get. Wait, you mean the one we had in our pocket? But lost in the final round, yes. I took that hard. So did I. But it motivated me. I stayed to have a go at that scholarship next year, and I succeeded. Wish I'd done the same. Of course. But then, you wouldn't be you anymore, would you? You'd be me. By the way, it's totally understandable if you prefer that. It's simple, Jan. I'm successful because I'm the version of you that doesn't get discouraged by failure. Imagine what I could achieve in your role here. Just stick to your role and leave me to mine. Hey, I wanted to ask you about Lena. Lena Berg. Right on. She had a promising career. I wonder what happened to her. So you didn't marry her? Marry? Come on. We both had much more interesting things to do with our lives. And different things too. You know how it is. When people evolve, their priorities change, and all of a sudden, you just realize that if you held on, you'd only be in each other's way. If you love someone. Love. So, you're one of those pathetic souls who think they can't be happy without dragging another human being behind them wherever they go. How did love work out for you and Lena? We married. Then we divorced. Thank you for sparing me the sorry part in between. I suppose this concise story proves that it was never meant to be, whatever either of us did. Fair point, I guess. Glad I could help. Hey, I wanted to ask you about Lena.
Go ahead then. Ask.
Do you know her?
No.
Seriously?
I wish you could see your face.
I can, unfortunately. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
My lava lamp? You kept it?
Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood.
Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great.
Look what I found. Any idea what it could be?
Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip.
Qubit chip?
Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit. Not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
It looks broken.
Perceptive. A little love in the workshop should get it up and running.
Gotcha. Thanks.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
I feel good about today.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
I'd like to draw your attention to something.
So, do you have time for a little job evaluation?
Excuse me?
Great. I think there's room for improvement in the speed of your work.
You're joking, right?
I feel good about today. Hey, something you wanted to discuss with me? Remember our little chat about success? Yeah. What about it? I wanted to suggest we push harder. Tell me, crunch hours, clean and simple. A lot of productivity is wasted on socializing, binge watching a series for the 100th time, or just pointless moping about. People can work till they drop, you know. It's been done before in emergency situations. Will we really be more productive? Just watch and rejoice. Of course, they won't be happy about it, but it's a small price to pay. I guarantee that. Still, it doesn't sound like something I can keep up forever. No, but even doing it at small intervals can drastically speed up the completion of crucial tasks. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it and try later. Ever seen a good captain hesitate? If you want to do it now, or you'll get them used to procrastinating.
So, tough guy. Excited about not sleeping on the floor anymore?
I guess.
You guess.
Calm down, man. It's just a bet. I feel good about today.
rid of you.